Good morning, campers. Am I recording? Yes, we're recording. Excellent. Good morning, campers. Welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. We're once again in our lovely, lovely Airbus A320 Neo, which I've just been all over this plane lately. I need my FSEconomy client up, please. So yeah, good plane, and we are going to get our IFR clearance.
Mazatlan Tower, Azure 1502 IFR to Lindbergh, ready to copy. Azure 1502 is cleared to Lindbergh Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 26 climb and maintain 6,000 feet. Departure frequency is 124.4
5036. 5036. Acknowledge.
Azure 1502 cleared to Lindbergh Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 26 climb and maintain 6,000 feet. Departure on 124.4 Azure 1502 readback correct. Contact ground on 118.3.
Right, okay. Climb maintain 6,000. We got our squawk code in already. 6,000. So we'll just go ahead and engage that. We'll turn on the flight director. And we'll do managed heading mode. How about VR1 info? Doesn't give me a distance, annoyingly. Oh well. Yeah, you know what I think these will do? Let's get into the main part of the plane. Let's get the engines. Let's actually pop outside and see what's what with the beacon on. Let's turn on nav lights. Let's nose light to taxi. And runway turn lights on. Pop outside and see what's going on outside. Well. Interesting parking spot. I guess we can just go ahead and start the engines, huh? Alright, so it's actually like right next to where I parked here earlier. So we're almost the same spot. What is... I'm just gonna get this airport up on Google Maps real quick so I can see where the heck I'm taxiing to. This is the same place we landed at earlier, Mazatlan. Oh, interesting. Okay, so I have to taxi to the end of the runway and turn around. Got it. No big deal. Alright, so... should be easy enough. Let's start the engines. Alright, we've got... fuel pumps are all on, generators are off, bleeds are off. Already got the APU on. Let's just go ahead and get our engines on then. Engine 1, please. Does indeed appear to be working. Temperatures in the green. Stabilizing. Excellent. All right, let's turn on generator and bleed for engine 1. Let's go ahead and start engine 2. Let's get my camera set up while we're doing this. There we are. That's the good camera. It's the one I want. This one is handy. Not quite as useful. Temperatures coming up. Yellow. Into the green on the pressure and the temp. That's good. Stabilizing nicely. Perfect. Okay, both engines are on. Set that to norm. And we're going to set engine 2 bleed on. Engine 2 generator. I don't know why external power is available. There's no power trucks here. But, you know, whatever. All right, we're going to shut off the APU generator and the APU bleed. And we're going to turn off the entire APU. There we go. Perfect. All right, let's get this plane rolling to our runway. Can I have a taxi, please?
Mazatlan ground. Azure 1502 ready to taxi IFR.
We have live traffic, live
Azure
players on right now.
1502 taxi to and hold short of runway 26 via taxiway. Contact tower on 118 decimal tree when ready.
Appreciate the detailed instructions. Thank you so much.
Taxi to and hold short runway 26 via taxiway Azure 1502.
Let's load our passengers first. All right, flight. Action. Start flights. All right, FSEconomy is going. Perfect. Perfect. All right, so now let's release our parking brake. Ah. Okay, and let's get our butts a taxi. There we are. There's our yellow line. Not seeing any other aircraft in the area. That's good. Alright, should have a right turn coming up here. Yep. It'd be nice to get this plane back into the USA. So I wound up recording. I just took part in a group flight with P. Gatcombe, who's one of the bigger flight sim channels that kind of took off when Flight Sim 2020 came out. He did a whole bunch of really great tutorials that a lot of people seem to really like, including myself. So he's been doing a couple of like fly-in style events, so I joined up on that one. There's our hold short line. All right. Takeoff clearance from Mazatlan Tower.
Mazatlan Tower Azure 1502 ready for IFR departure runway 26.
On, altitude reporting
Azure
on.
1502 cleared for takeoff runway 26.
Takeoff runway 26, acknowledge.
cleared for takeoff runway 26 Azure 1502.
And we're going to turn our... Oh, no, runway lights stay on. Landing lights come on. Taxi light, or nose light goes to... nose light goes to takeoff. Strobe lights go to on. Alright, we are ready to proceed onto the runway. So we get to back taxi all the way to the far end of the runway and then turn around in order to get off the ground here. So that's exciting. Just follow the yellow line. Follow the yellow paint line. Follow the yellow paint line. Yeah, this runway is mine until I'm finished with it at this point because we got takeoff clearance. Now remember, we actually managed to land and come to a stop before that taxiway on our approach, so there's quite a bit of runway to back taxi down. Follow the yellow line. Okay. Flaps to position 1. Holding the brake. Alright. Let's advance the throttle. We're going to try a flex takeoff this time. Engines are spooling up, releasing. Airspeed indicator is alive. Keep ourselves centered. Rotate. Positive rate of climb. Gear up. Retract flaps.
Overspeed.
Azure 1502, contact Mazatlan Center on 124.4.
Mazatlan Center, 124.4. Got it.
124.4 for Azure 1502. Mazatlan Center, Azure 1502 is at 1,000 feet, climbing 6,000 feet.
Azure 1502 Mazatlan Center, continue as planned. Altimeter 29.9 tree.
And we are going to just turn on the autopilot at this point. Engine spooling up. Alright, there's our 8 DME mark. Alright, let's go ahead and turn... Let's go ahead and set our course for 317, radio nav. 317. Plane's having some interesting thoughts about our climb here. That's fine. Mazatlan down below. There we go. That's the good view. And the less good view, but still a decent view.
Azure 1502, climb and maintain 13,000 feet.
13,000, got it.
Climb and maintain 13,000 feet. Azure 1502.
Engage. 13,000 set, got it. So we're currently on an 11 DME arc from the VOR at the airport. This is the standard departure for all takeoffs from that runway. Basically, anyone who takes off from that runway is going to get off the ground. I really need some lights on in here. Boom. Ooh, that's a nice touch. What are these? Ooh. Oh. Nope, too much. There we go. Too much. There we go, perfect. Oh, wow. What? I thought these were reversed for a second. I was gonna be very confused, but they're not. They're normal. Alright. So yeah, this is the standard instrument departure from that airport. You take off, fly a specific radial going outbound from the runway, and as you climb, once you hit 8 nautical miles from the airport, you start a right turn to the 11 DME arc, assuming you're not going like straight away from the airport towards out over the ocean. You start a turn onto the 11 DME arc, and then from the 11 DME arc, you turn onto the outbound courses that go to all the other different places in Mexico and beyond. So in this case, we are doing this is the Gamos 2 departure, because Gamos is the point that we end up at over here, which I believe is going to be this diamond coming in.
1502, climb and maintain flight level 180.
180. Interesting.
Climb and maintain flight level 180. Azure 1502.
But yeah, you can see, so we've got just the waypoints plugged into the flight plan, so the computer's just following them all. And meanwhile, I've also been tuning the VORs, just like double check the course. And as you can see, we're almost exactly on the radio navigation course as well, just a little bit offset from that. And we're still at the lowest range setting on here, so we can turn that up to 20 nautical miles. You can see all the waypoints behind us. As we get away from them, there's Gamos coming in. And there's Melbo up ahead. I don't know all the points that we're going to hit between the VOR stations, but I've just got the VORs written down. I like the radio navigation thing. It's kind of interesting. Even though the plane's navigating by GPS, I still feel like I'm following along
Azure
on the radio.
1502 climb and maintain flight level 200.
200, all right.
Climb and maintain flight level 200 Azure 1502.
All right, there's the switch to standard. That's our transition altitude. We are officially in the flight levels. Let's go ahead and get our lights off. Strobe light will stay on. Beacon will stay on. We can turn the wing light off. And the nav and logo lights will stay on as well. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. See, I still haven't figured out how it decides which VOR it shows the information for up here. I suspect it's just whichever one's closer. I also don't know how to make the plane follow the VOR instead of the
Azure
GPS
1502
path.
climb and maintain flight level 280.
280, aye.
Climb and maintain flight level 280 Azure 1502.
Okay, airplane, do your thing. I believe the plane should switch over to Mach hold any minute now. Which, fun bug happens when it gets into Mach hold, where you can't, this button does not turn it back to speed when you go to descend. You actually have to have like a button mapped on your controller to reset that to knots. I think the exact button is, the exact mapping that you do is airspeed Mach hold off. And I actually have that set to the best mixture button, because none of the planes that have a mixture have airspeed hold. All the planes with mixture or condition levers have just, you control your own airspeed, whereas the jets have Mach hold. So you never need that button for both of those things in the same plane. So I figure, why not just use the same button, you know? Alright, so this is going to be a pretty uneventful flight, I'm hoping. And I'm just going to enjoy the starry night sky over here and relatively chill scenery outside. Basically nothing. And I will see you all when we get closer to San Diego.
Mazatlan Center, Azure 1502. Request flight level 240.
Azure 1502 descend and maintain flight level 240. Azure 1502, did you copy?
Descend and maintain flight level 240 Azure 1502.
Azure 1502, contact Los Angeles Center on 128.15.
Going to 128.15, Azure 1502. Los Angeles Center, Azure 1502 is at flight level 245, descending flight level 240.
Azure 1502, Los Angeles Center, continue to India Papa Lima as planned.
Los Angeles Center, Azure 1502. Request 14,000 feet.
Azure 1502, descend and maintain 14,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 14,000 feet, Azure 1502.
Azure 1502, descend and maintain flight level 190.
Descend and maintain flight level 190, Azure 1502.
Azure 1502, descend and maintain 12,000 feet, keep speed below 270 knots.
Descend and maintain 12,000 feet, keep speed below 270 knots, Azure 1502.
Azure 1502 descend and maintain 10,000 feet. Keep speed below 250 knots.
Descend and maintain 10,000 feet. Keep speed below 250 knots. Azure 1502.
Azure 1502 descend and maintain 8,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 8,000 feet. Azure 1502.
Polaris Niner 01, contact Mazatlan Center on 128 decimal tree. Decimal tree, Polaris Niner 01. Azure 1502 descend and maintain 6,100 feet. Azure 1502, please acknowledge.
Descend and maintain 6,100 feet. Azure 1502.
Azure 1502, contact SoCal approach on 119 decimal 6.
119 decimal 6. Azure 1502. SoCal approach. Azure 1502 is at 6,600 feet, descending 6,100 feet.
Azure 1502 SoCal approach, continue to Lucky as planned. Altimeter tree 0 decimal 09er. Azure 1502, you are 21 miles east. Descend and maintain 5,000 feet. Expect RNAV Zulu runway 27 approach by LYMDI transition. Clear to LYMDI.
Descend and maintain 5,000 feet. Expect RNAV Zulu runway 27 approach via LYMDI transition. Cleared to Lindy. Azure 1502.
Azure 1502 descend and maintain 4,000 feet. Azure 1502, did you copy?
Descend and maintain 4,000 feet, Azure 1502.
Azure 1502, descend and maintain 3,600 feet.
Descend and maintain 3,600 feet, Azure 1502.
Azure 1502, descend and maintain 3,200 feet.
Descend and maintain 3,200 feet, Azure 1502.
Azure 1502, descend and maintain 2,700 feet.
Descend and maintain 2,700 feet, Azure 1502.
Azure 1502, you are 900 miles east of Lindbergh. Contact Lindbergh Tower on 118.3 when inbound on the approach.
Tower on 118.3, Azure 1502. Lindbergh Tower, Azure 1502, 8 miles, east inbound RNAV Zulu runway 27 approach.
Azure 1502, Lindbergh Tower. Cleared RNAV Zulu runway 27 approach. Altimeter 30.08, wind 064 at 10.
Cleared RNAV Zulu runway 27 approach, Azure 1502.
Azure 1502, cleared to land runway 27. Wind 064 at 10.
Cleared to land runway 27, Azure 1502.
$1,000. $500. $400. $300. $200. 100, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard 5.
Azure 1502, turn next taxiway. Azure 1502, contact ground on 123.9er.
One two three decimal niner for Azure 1502. Lindbergh ground Azure 1502 request taxi to parking.
Azure 1502, taxi to general aviation parking via taxiway Bravo 8 Bravo Alpha.
Taxiing to general aviation parking using taxiway Bravo 8 Bravo Alpha, Azure 1502. Lindbergh ground Azure 1502, could you please send a ground power unit?
Azure 1502, a ground power unit is on the road.
Lindbergh ground Azure 1502, could you please send a ramp?
Azure 1502, a ramp is on its way.
Alright, that is our flight done. We're getting the air stair up so that the 100 some odd passengers that we hauled up here can get off. Sorry for doing that whole approach silently. I just didn't much feel like talking today. But, you know, it was a pretty fun approach and a not a terrible landing, if I do say so myself. That's the first time I've ever done an RNAV approach in the A320, so I wasn't sure what to expect there. We didn't use the approach hold at all. I just took over and flew it in manually once we had some glide slope info. We had visual on the runway as well, but we were coming in a little bit too high, so I didn't want to just throw the approach mode on and let the plane plummet toward the ground. So yeah, I flew that bit manually. Wow, that stair did not stay connected very long. It's like everybody just jumped out of the plane, I guess. Anyway, that's going to do it for me. Thank you all so much for watching. My name's Eliodare. You can find me on the internet at Eliodare, on Xbox Live, Nintendo Switch, Steam, Twitter. Twitter's a great place to get a hold of me, or, you know, you can just come and say hi in the comments below the videos. It's still a tiny channel, so I do read all the comments, even the ones that get deleted. Would recommend not posting links, because those tend to get auto-flagged for removal, and I often do not see them until weeks or months later. Oh, look. The Big Dipper. Just perfectly aligned with my vertical stabilizer. So, yeah. Thank you all so much for watching. And I will see you in the next video. That's going to do it for the A320 stuff for this week. Two videos in the jetliner in 1 week I think are good enough, and I don't want to overdo this, because this, you know, this is like my main way of making money in FSEconomy. So I don't want to just like do nothing but jetliner flights, because I do enjoy the GA stuff. But you know, hey, it's a fun way to bump my bank account. And I am honestly enjoying flying the A320 way more than I thought I would. That is for sure. Yeah, that's going to do it for me. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a great day.